Everybody, this is your attorney in the Bay Area, California, Sharp Raleigh of the Sharp Raleigh Law Group, and we're going to talk about an interesting topic, which is the DV lottery. As a footnote here, we don't handle cases of DV lotteries, but because it's something that is very, very simple that you can do on your own, and you should do on your own. Don't pay anybody. The whole thing is free. It's online on this website, dvprogram.state.gov. Just as a quick history background, the diversity lottery is somehow a system for the United States to kind of adjust diversity in the US by issuing 55,000 green cards every year. And not all countries of the world are actually included in this. So this is the instructions, and you will see the first of all, the big thing that everybody talks about is the scam or fraud. You will see a lot of those companies asking for $800 or whatever fees just to prepare those. The truth is that it's nothing to do with them preparing it. There's nothing to prepare. As you will see right now, once you open the program, it's a straightforward thing. So that's why the government has put this fraud warning, and we should be careful about this. There's so many scammers, and you will see them online all the time. So you need to make sure that you're not scammed, because even lawyers, we don't charge to do this, or we don't even do it for you, because we tell you how to do it, and that's why I made the video. So just be careful. Go on this website. This is a genuine website. You will see the logo, dvprogram.state.gov. Make sure it's not something else on the extension. And then if they're asking you for money, stop there, because there's no money involved. First of all, the DV lottery has opened on October 5th, 2022, and it's closing on November 8th, 2022 at noon Eastern time. So Eastern Standard Time. So be careful. Just make sure that you file it on time. You have like 3 weeks more, so go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to go into the instructions. The instructions is basically will give you what is a diversity lottery. We talked about that, and then also the most important part is that not all countries in the world are included in that lottery, right? So those countries, they don't get this because they already have a lot of people in the US, and these are the list of those countries that are not included: Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, including Hong Kong, by the way, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, Republic of Korea, United Kingdom and its dependent territories, Venezuela and Vietnam. Okay, natives of Macau, SAR and Taiwan are eligible. Okay, these are the excluded countries. So if you are not in those countries, not the bottom, but this part here, if you're not of those countries, okay, sorry for that. If you're not of those countries, you are eligible. So for example, you're from Mauritius, you're eligible. Morocco, you're eligible. Mauritania, you're eligible. Nigeria is not eligible. Yes, here it is. Nigeria is not eligible for it. And also now the reason is supposed to be that there is not as many people from those countries. Historically low rates of immigration in the United States, and you can also claim your spouse country of birth. That's what we call cross chargeability. For example, let's say you're from India, but your wife is born in Mauritius, for example. You can claim that, and you can use it to get the lottery. And then there are many other questions. I'm not going to go into the questions, frequently asked questions, and that will dig directly into the basically applying for it. So these are requirements. Okay, so first you have to be in those countries which we have listed. We listed actually the one which don't qualify, but the rest you are qualified. Then you must meet the education or work requirement of the DV lottery program. At least a high school education is equivalent, defined as a successful completion of 12-year course of formal elementary and secondary education, or 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years in an occupation that at least requires a training to perform. Okay, so and that is something very interesting, because a lot of people don't have high school. So it is important that you check on that, because what we need to do in those cases, you will need to do a credential evaluation that will convert your experience into education. So please make sure that if you don't have the education, then there's no need to even go for the lottery, because even you get it, you won't be able to come here. So now there's a ONET book, and that's pretty much it where it is. So now, completing the entry itself, submit your diversity program, the form DS5501 online. Okay, they will not accept incomplete entries, so anything that they ask, you have to put it in there, and we ask you to complete the entry form yourself without a visa agent or another person who offers to help. If someone helps you, you should be present when your entry is prepared. Yes, that's very important, because the truth is that a lot of people are scamming people to do this. So be careful. So you want to do it yourself, because it's a very straightforward application. Once it is complete, you print the confirmation and you keep it. Okay, you must provide all this. First, you have to provide the name, last name, etc., as it appears on your passport. So just read the instructions here, how your passport, your name is written, your gender, male or female. Okay, birth date, your date of birth, city where you were born, country where you were born, and the country has to be, of course, one of those countries eligible to be the country of birth, and that's and you also have to take a recent photographs of yourself, your spouse, and your derivative children included on your entry, and that's how it works. So here we go. So you have to submit the digital photograph from here, and these are the specification of the photographs in color, in focus. Size should be 1 inch to 1¾ inch, and you can use your phone. I think now you can do that there. And here's a template of the I think they have a template of it. Let's see. Oh yes, here it is. Beautiful template. 2 inch. Here we go. You see the specifications here, so make sure you follow that. The face from head to chin is 1¾ inch, then 2 inch and 2 inch, right? So that's important. You need to have that. Now let's go back to this. It has to be a recent photograph within 6 months, plain, taken full face with neutral facial expressions on both eyes, taken in clothing that you normally wear. Uniform should not be worn on your photo except religious clothing. Do not wear hat, headphones or wireless. Wow, now they mention headphones too. If you have hearing, you need hearing devices, you can use them. So, and these are acceptable, the JPEG, etc. Taking a photo of your baby or toddler. Okay, so native. Okay, what does native means? Native means basically where you were born. Okay, chargeability is something different. This is where you use, for example, your spouse, country of birth, and then it will reflect on you. So the geographic region, I was born in a qualifying country. Okay, There are two circumstances in which you may still be eligible to apply. First, if you are a derivative of a spouse. Okay, that's what I was mentioning here. Derivative of a spouse, that's what we call cross-chargeability. Like if your spouse was born in a country where there's eligibility of the lottery, but you were born in, for example, Pakistan or India, you're still eligible. So, and then the other one is, if you were born in for example, let's say you were born in Mauritius, but you're Indian citizen, you can still claim that. Okay, so it's a country of birth. It's the reason they made this DV program supposedly is to bring diversity to the US. US is very diverse. It's a melting pot, as we call it. So they have built this. This has been there forever, as far as I remember. It's under Section 203C of the Immigration Nationality Act, INA 213, and here it is. It's mentioned here, and they have pretty much everything there. What are your requirements for education? You need you must have at least high school or an equivalent of 2 years experience. So experience can be substituted for high school. Okay, so you need to get a letter from your employer, etc., and that will work. But you have to determine this on the ONET online. That's where the job zone, etc. And I don't know if it is opening this. No, let me go back, because I don't want to go into the ONET, because that's a headache in itself. But now, when can I submit my entry? And this, we mentioned that earlier. It started on October 5th and it's going to end on November 8th, noon EST. If you are inside the United States, yes, you can submit your DV lottery. Can I enter during the period of registration? Of course, there's no immigrant intent issue at this point, so you're fine. They will allow you, if you have a visa, to enter. My spouse and I submit each a separate entry. The answer is yes. In fact, a lot of people do that because they get a better chance. That means twice at the lottery. And then here you have, which family must I include in DV lottery? If you are legally married, you need to list your spouse, regardless of whether he or she is with you or intends to immigrate to the United States. That's a very important point. A lot of people don't list their spouses. You need to list them. If you're separated, you mention, if you're divorced, etc. So the only exception, if your spouse is already a US citizen, then it's different. Then in this case, you don't need that. You can just file through your spouse. You must list all your children living with you under 21. This is very important, because when you get it, those under 21, if everything is processed on time, you should be able for them to get their green card too. So you can read that instruction. Must I submit my own entry, or can someone else do it for me? Well, they encourage you to do it on your own. That's why exactly I was saying you don't need to hire a lawyer or some kind of agent to do that. Although there are a lot of scammers out there, stay away from them. I'm a lawyer. I do immigration law. We fill forms, but we don't really help with the DV lottery. It's too straightforward. You say, I'm already registered for an immigrant visa, another category. Can I still apply for the lottery? The answer is yes, because that is very independent. Can I download and save the DV lottery? No, you cannot, because this is confidential information, etc. You cannot save the form online. You have to do it in one shot. I don't have a scanner. Can I send photographs them for me? Yes, of course, as long as the photograph meets the requirements, someone else can send it for you. So if you get rejected, you can do it again. So that's a simple way to put it. When do I get confirmation? You'll get it immediately, because it's electronic. As soon as you submit, it will send you a receipt. I hit the submit button but did not receive a confirmation. If I submit another entry, will I be disqualified. That's a very interesting one. I myself don't know the answer, but I'm going to look at it here. If you didn't receive confirmation, your entry was not recorded, so you must submit another entry. So it's fine, you can resubmit it. Selection, how do I know if I'm selected? Yes, that's a part I get the question all the time. You have to check online on that same website on May 6, 2023, because it's going to happen next year to September 30th, 2024. You have time to check, and they won't notify you, they won't send you email or anything. You have to check on your own. Okay, so that's the way it works. They will not contact you, by the way. Don't expect them to call you or try to serve you. They won't. You have to be proactive in this. So if it is not selected, they won't notify you either. You'll just be like that. What if I lose my confirmation number? You must have your confirmation number to enter that. A tool is now available to check. Oh wow, this is nice. So you can pretty much find that number on this check thing. Okay, so they will be able to trace it. Will I receive will not send you, of course. They won't send you anything by mail or by email. So be careful. And then another warning here, some people have been tricking people to make money. So here we go. So be careful you don't do that. And then how many individuals will be selected for DV? Well, 55,000. So we all know that. How successful we selected. Official notification, of course, they're repeating the same, May 6, 2023. And I'm already in the United States. Can I adjust my status to with USCIS? The answer is yes, but although they put yes, you have to be eligible under section 245I, basically not 245I but 245 for adjustment of status, and that's a different issue. We can help you on that once you go through the lottery, if you pass the lottery. So how long do I have to wait? You're entitled to apply for insurance during the US government 2024. So as from October 1st, 2023, you can start applying if you're selected. And they encourage people to do it as early as possible, because you have certain rules within 1 year, etc. You need to get this done within that fiscal year. So get going ASAP. If the selectee dies, what happens to the case? The case is automatically closed. Unfortunately, there's no humanitarian reinstatement or anything. Fees, there's no fee, by the way. It's free. Okay, and just like I said that from the beginning, it's free. So don't go and pay people. How do I pay if I'm selected? If you're selected, then that's a different issue at the US Embassy, etc. You will be able to file the pay there or online, I think. But don't qualify. Can I refund the visa fee I've paid? No. Okay, if you don't qualify after you file, because just because you made it to the selection doesn't mean you're going to be 100% sure you'll come back. Ineligibilities, so this is a visa. If you have other visa issues, you need to deal with that, and this is where we can come in and help you, because if you don't get a waiver, you won't be able to come back. So it's very important. If you have some kind of inadmissibility, that means you were denied any visa, and not any visa, but for certain conditions, you will need a waiver to come back. And that's the other part, is a DV fraud warning and scam. So that's a different story. We're not going to go into that. And then these are the list of the countries that are eligible. So please check the list. I'll see if I can put the link in the description. That will be helpful probably. So these are the way to do that. Now we just go back and apply for it. Unfortunately, I cannot. I don't know if I can open the application, because the problem is that if I do that, I think these are the instructions. Okay, so begin entry. Yeah, photo. We talk about the pictures, so you need to put your pictures on this for you, your kids, etc. And we have the acceptable format that they ask. Here it is, nicely nice ones. And enter this first. Make your photo on your phone or something and upload it. Then of course begin entry. Then this is the application. I'm going to open it now at this point. Here we go. It asks for the code. I'll see if I can do that, but I'm a US citizen already, so I'm not supposed to apply for that. But we're going to, okay, so I just got it here. So this is a diversity program, ladies and gentlemen. Is very, very simple. It even have drawings of male and female, last name, first name. Let's put ABC here, and XYZ. Middle name, let's put III. Gender, I'll put male. Month, let's say 02. And then here day 03. And here we'll put 2004, 2001. That's fine also, because this is not real. And the province of city of birth, let's say in Mauritius, like QPIP. I'm going to put QPIP Mauritius, QPIP, right? And country, I'll put Mauritius. Well, you can put a lot of countries. Let's say we'll put Barbados, okay? And your country eligibility, hold on a second, let me go back here. Okay, that's slow. So select a country right now. Okay, so let's say we put Barbados here, because it's blocking me, I think, because I cannot put the other information. So you choose your photo, you put here, you put your mailing address here. Let's put our office address here, central code, code, and then we have the city, Newark, but it won't be probably that, because you're probably outside the country. So you will put that. I'm just putting that country where you live today. Let's say you live in Argentina. Phone number 5555555. It's optional. Email address, you will want to do this one, sha@piralilaw.com. You confirm it again. That will be your kind of access thing. sha@piralilaw.com. Now the next interesting part is the educational level. So pick one. So in my case, it's a doctorate level. So that, and then if you're, let's say you're married, my wife is LPR and my spouse is a US citizen. Married is not, okay, that the one most people are going to pick. And if they're married or separated, then you pick the others. Number of children, let's say 4, and that's it. Then you continue, and then you, okay. So of course, because I put the fake data in there, it was just to show you, so it won't go there. And once you finish all this, you click submit, you'll get a receipt, and that's pretty much it. And the rest is waiting. Keep checking next year, May 6, 2023. I hope this video helps. Kindly subscribe to our channel, check our website piralilaw.com, and our phone number 510-742-5887. Anything I told you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any question. Good luck to all of you. Wish you all the best. Hopefully you make it to the lottery. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, this is Shah Pirali, and we are going to present you something about the DV lottery. So please follow the instructions and hope it will be helpful. Thank you.